Good morning. Welcome to our graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. Please be reminded that this is a special and dignified event. Air horns and other noisemakers distract and infringe upon the recognition of others and are not permitted at the ceremony. Please make sure that you silence your cell phones. At the conclusion of the ceremony, we will depart row by row in order to maintain social distancing. At this time, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome to Northern Burlington's 2020 graduation ceremonies. This year, the graduation theme is, "We are all in this together." With everything that happened this school year, it seemed to be appropriate. We all know that life is full of uncertainties. It's okay not to know all of the answers, especially now. Arthur Ashe said, "Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can." I am confident that the same determination and Northern Burlington spirit that got you to this very moment will get you through whatever is coming in the future. Oprah Winfrey commented, "It's vital that you learn, and we all learn, to be at peace with the discomfort of stepping into the unknown." All your hard work has finally paid off, and you're moving on to the next phase of your education, or for some of you, into the real world. We appreciate everything that you have contributed to Northern Burlington. Please know that we will always be here for you and support you in your future endeavors. We will always be your family, and we are all in this together. Thank you.
We have spent our entire lives making plans. Plans to play a sport, plans to attend prom, plans to graduate. But what a person never plans for, however, is a change in plans. I've always been one to look ahead to the future. The limitless possibilities for what my life could be excites me, and I've spent countless hours designing the future I want for myself. But we are living in an unpredictable reality. Author Junot Diaz wrote in his Pulitzer Prize-winning book, The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, "It's never the changes we want that change everything." Any of us could sit here today and mourn the innumerable losses caused by an unwanted change, but we cannot allow these unexpected alterations in our plans to take away from the fact that we are finally graduating. High school is composed of an accumulation of experiences, lessons, and opportunities. We are who we are today because each one of those aspects molded us. All of us are leaving Northern with a lifetime of memories. We leave with football games, spirit weeks, homecoming dances, bag nights, sports seasons, theater plays, band halftime shows, teachers, and best friends. Nothing could take any of that away from us. I came to New Jersey and northern Burlington the summer of my junior year due to my dad's job in the U.S. Air Force, unsure of what to expect. These past 2 years here, however, have been irreplaceable. Now, just like all of you, I am leaving with lifelong friends, treasured remembrances, and a full heart. Moving here may have originally been an unwanted change in my life, but it has become a change that has altered everything for the better. One of my favorite books is an autobiography called The Glass Castle by a woman named Jeanette Walls. In the story, she describes a type of tree, called a Joshua tree, known for its unusual and awkward shape. When Jeanette asks her mother about the shape of the tree, her mother replies, "It's the Joshua tree's struggle that gives it its beauty. Our struggles, our endeavors. That is what has made this graduating class so beautiful." Each of us has had our own unique high school experience with different life lessons taught along the way, different opportunities given, and different choices made. Yet we are all here together today, through all those differences, to recognize our hard work of the last 12 years and celebrate an exciting future. We didn't ask for the kind of changes we all experienced, but we get to choose how it affects us. From now on, we can recognize the value of a moment. From now on, we can acknowledge that there is no guarantee behind the plans we have made for ourselves. From now on, we can move forward to bigger and better things, knowing that our struggles are what give our lives beauty. The plans we began high school with may not be the plans we are ending with, but we will all be better people for overcoming these changes. We started as the class of 2020 together, and that is how we will finish.
These 4 years of high school went by faster than we ever imagined they would, and certainly didn't end in the way we hoped. I remember being a freshman and thinking about how long high school would be, but I remember thinking about that as if it was last week. All of those nights we spent cramming for the test the next morning, all of the books we read and the essays we wrote, all of the lessons we learned from not only our teachers but our friends as well that have led up to this day that we never thought would come so soon. When I think about the class of 2020, I think about social activists, doctors, musicians, scientists, teachers, and so much more. I think about people that know how to do everything from making websites without ever having taken a single technology class to people who can launch a social justice campaign that can change the world. We're not perfect. While we are the generation dedicated to ending bullying, we are also the generation that went from attacking people in person to attacking them behind a screen. Those same screens have taken away some of our abilities to appreciate things like in-person conversations. But we have rights and we have faults. What matters is we are the class of 2020 and we are going to change the world. We should leave this world better than we found it, and I believe that you will all strive to do that. It's been a great run, class of 2020. It certainly wasn't easy, but we made it. We expected so much more out of our senior year, like prom, senior pranks, and as many didn't think we'd even have a graduation. As much as I will miss not being able to experience those things, the people are what I'll miss more. My experiences wouldn't have meant anything if I hadn't had people to share them with. A person who has really enhanced a new perspective for me throughout high school and which benefited me for the better is my dad. For those that know him, know that he is the most welcoming and loving person you'll meet. He always wants to give his all and will sacrifice so much for his family and even friends, no matter how long he's known them. Seeing the hard struggles he's faced in every aspect really hit me hard. He opened my eyes that the least I can do is work my absolute hardest in high school. I thought staying up late studying was hard or having problems with old friends was the end of the world, but it is nothing compared to what my dad has been through of having to close his business due to the pandemic. If he is able to get up every day and face the challenges that life throws at him, then I am able to get up every day and get the best grades I can and make as many accomplishments for the sake of making my family proud. My dad works hard to make my mom, brother, and I proud, and all I have strived to do was to make them just as proud by succeeding in my academics. So, Dad, as you're looking at me right now, I want to thank you for all you have done and for giving me the motivation to work as hard in my academics as you do for our family. If you haven't thanked your family, friends, and teachers prior to this moment, you certainly should after. None of us could have gotten here without them. They taught us to be better people, and many of them are here now to see us transition to the next part of our lives. It is during these times to know not to take the loved ones who break their backs working to bring you food, health, and happiness for granted. As a school, society, and a nation, we've all suffered so much these past several months, and I hope it made you all realize how important the little things are and how quickly everything can change unexpectedly. Let's continue to rise, appreciate the time we have, and try to make a positive impact. I want to wish each and every one of you success in whatever path you choose to pursue. We as a generation have so much to offer to the world. I know we are going to do great things, and I couldn't be more thrilled. As J.K. Rowling said, we do not need magic to change the world. We can carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. It's never too late to be whoever you want to be. I hope you make the best of it. Meet people with a different point of view and live a life you're proud of. If you find that you're not, I hope you have the courage to start all over again. Life's too short to hold any type of negativity towards anything or anyone. So, class of 2020, let's make the best of it. It's a new world out there, and if anyone can make the best of it, we can. We're all in this together.
Good morning. My name is Emily Song, and the focus of my speech is an inspiration in my life. I'd like to start off with a few thank yous. Thank you to all teachers and faculty members for your guidance, care, and endless support. A special thank you to Ms. Lori Nadolny, Ms. Casey Faust, and Ms. Joyce Sardo for always being there by my side as a mentor and as a friend. Thank you to all parents and guardians who have supported our endless endeavors, and thank you to all fellow seniors who have made high school a place of growth. It has been 4 years of hardships, tears, fights, and friendships, and so much more. Yet despite our differences, we all know that we're in it together for this exact moment. It has not been a simple year for any of us here today. Many of us have been severely impacted by this global pandemic, and my condolences go to you. Seniors, I know we didn't get to go on senior trip and prom, but the most important event, graduation, was almost taken away from us too. So let's not dwell on our missed events and really appreciate the chance to be gathered here once more. I'm speaking today to honor my parents, the two most influential and inspirational people. Today I have the courage to speak in front of this large crowd to make them proud. So this is for you, Oma and Appa, which means mom and dad in Korean. Thank you for doing everything in your power to ensure that I can live as comfortably as possible. Thank you for your consistent hard work that you have shown me my whole life. Can I offer anyone a good cup of coffee and a butter roll for $2? Anyone? You might be wondering why I'm asking you this. It's because that's the staple that my parents store. To my family, the 400 coffees and 500 butter rolls 365 days a year is why there's food on the table, clothes on my back, and a roof over my head. The cup of coffee is more than a cup with sugar, cream, and coffee. Instead, it represents the hardship my mom endures for me. When I see sugar in a cup, I see my 4'9" mom picking up a giant bag of sugar and pouring it into a bowl on the counter. When you see cream, I see her lugging bottles of cream across the store with her tiny arms. When you see coffee, I see my mom's arm, permanently bent from pouring coffee all her life. Butter rolls, I see more than a single roll. I see hundreds of rolls being cut, hundreds of repetitive actions, and I see my dad standing there wondering how many more years he'll have to do this. It took me a while to learn why my parents choose to live to work, but I learned that their kids' future was their driving force. I finally experienced what you do firsthand. The way people argue about the water being a quarter too much, the way people are counting pennies, nickels, and dimes on the counter. But the way you continue to give will forever be instilled in my brain. The way you give out the clothes to kids of Trenton, the way you let people go $1 short when they don't have enough, and the way you let people clean up the corner for a free coffee and butter roll. You have shown me that the life that others live, and you have taught me that by opening the store, you're able to take care of not only your family, but others too. It took me a while as a kid to accept the fact that you couldn't send me off on the first day of school, and it took me a while to accept the fact that you weren't there by my side while other kids' parents were. But as I got older, I've learned how hard it was for you to miss these events. I finally understand how important it is for you to make sure your kids are able to act upon every opportunity and that you'll make ends meet no matter what. Thank you for all the years and dedication that you have given us. Michelle Obama has once said, "Instead of letting your hardships and failures discourage or exhaust you, let them inspire you. Let them make you hungrier to succeed." I realize now that you're my driving passion and the reason why I have this hunger to succeed. You have allowed me to flourish into an individual who knows that life demands hard work and dedication. I want you to know that you are the reason why I will succeed so that I can give back all that you have given me. Thank you for inspiring me to become who I am today. For every graduate here today, I urge you to find what inspires you like I did and take that inspiration and drive it all the way to the end. Thank you.
It is my pleasure as the treasurer for the class of 2020 to present our gifts to the community of Northern Burlington. The class of 2020 purchased banners for the buses that delivered graduation items to the seniors. The banners were then gifted to the school. The class of 2020 also gifted a graduation yard sign and a senior t-shirt to each of the members of the senior class. We were pleased to be able to provide our seniors with these important items. We are all in this together.
At this time, I would like to present the Class of 2020 to Dr. James Saruta, Northern Burlington County Regional Superintendent.
Welcome, parents and friends. On behalf of the Board of Education President, Mr. Paul Narwood, and Vice President, Ms. Angela Redding, the entire Board of Education, its administration, faculty, and support staff, welcome. I'd like to welcome Dr. Sally Lopez, Lode Fuentes, President, Class of 2020. Thanks to our talented faculty and our support staff for all the time and passion you gave to your students to make this day possible. And to our military, retired military, and first responders, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for all you do every day. And finally, to the members of our graduating class who will be joining the military upon graduation, thank you for your commitment to serve this great country. This is certainly a celebration to remember. We have been doing a lot of things differently this year, so why not graduation? I tip my hat to everyone in the Class of 2020. You are all to be commended for your strength and perseverance. The school closure back in March closed our schools to students and faculty for the last 3 months of your senior year. This created challenges that required all of us to work together. Today, I recognize and thank all the parents, the grandparents, family, and friends for all the support they have given to these wonderful graduates, particularly during these difficult times. It's always exciting for me to celebrate this special event. It's such a special time in the lives of these young adults. They graduate from the finest school in the area, in academics, in drama, in music, in athletics, and in community service. At Northern, these graduates have done it all. Just last year, on the very last day of school, a graduating senior left me a note on my desk. The message was simple. To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. Thank you for caring. As I reflected on the message, I was reminded how important it is to care for others, and that to care for another person, first we have to look past his faults. It is important to understand that we all have our own weaknesses. To do this, we must not forget that even in that person who challenges us, there are virtues that both inspire and teach us to be better, more caring human beings. So I say to us all, when you wake up tomorrow, get to work. Get to work making the world a better place. And you can do this simply by caring for each other. That's right. The world is all about people, so learn about them, care about them, care for them, and treat them right. Be deliberate so that you forge your own history. And make sure that many years from now, when you are looking back on your lives, you are pleased with the history you have written. We will all be better for it, and I'll be cheering your success. Graduates, today you join an ever-growing Northern Burlington alumni. Be proud of that. Know that you will always have a friend at Northern. When you go out in the world, don't forget us here at Northern. Become an ambassador for your school, and know that you are good enough to solve the ills of the world. Become the envy of the world, and never confuse having a career with having a life. By the authority vested in me by the Northern Burlington County Regional Board of Education and the state of New Jersey, I certify to you that the young men and women assembled before me have met all of the requirements for a high school diploma in the state of New Jersey and are entitled to all of the rights and privileges thereof. Thank you very much.
Since we were not able to have a graduation practice, I'm going to run through some of the logistics with you. We are going to start, obviously, with the first row. So the first row is the first stack. The first row here is the first stack. So the idea is you just pick up your diploma, and then we're going to go this way, right? You come down the center, and then you're going to go all the way around. You're going to go over towards the trees. And after you pick up your diploma, you're going to be removing your mask because there's a professional photographer there to take your photo. That's when you will take your mask off. Then you will you'll put your mask back on. Then you'll take your tree, and then you'll go back to your row all the way around. Okay, I apologize. We were unable to have practice, but I just want to make sure everyone understands the flow. The first folks will sort of lead the way, okay? As you come up, I would suggest that you close your gowns because you do want to make sure that you have a nice graduation picture. So your class advisors will, they'll have the table, the trees there. It's a majestic red oak, and it's New Jersey state tree, which signifies strength and endurance. And as students come forward, families are asked to remain in their seats. Okay? Are we ready? At this time, I would like to call forward Brian Abrams. Elizabeth Adamaco. Jaden Agron. Mahati Agumamidi. Keep coming, that row. Yazin Akili. Abdullah Akawande. Alvin Alex. Over here, hon. First row.
Oh, no, no.
No, right here. Abdullah. See that row? There you go. First stack. There you go. Hannah Alexander. Miguel Alvarez. Bailey Anderson. Catherine Anderson. First stack. Yep. George Andrade. Kelsey Anisent. Tuin Arvin. Athira Ariath. Haley Archer. First stack. First stack, Athira. Over here. Athira. This way. First stack. Isabella Arredondo. Natalia Arroyo. See it in the first stack. Yep. Ravi Arya. Pranav Ava. First stack. Yep. First stack. Okay, so now we're going to be in the second row, and it's going to be the second stack in, which we're missing one, so you got it, the next stack from the center. Okay? Jake Babishak. Colton Baketold. Elizabeth Banis. Taylor Barletta. Bryce Barron. Dalton Baxter. Tamay Beans. Keegan Bedell. Amy Benitez. Morgan Bentley. Raksha Baravoli. Morgan, up here. That first stack there. Megan Berg. Davion Bethel. David Betts. Rohan Bavankar. Over here, hon. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Yep. Tanvi Villa. Rachel Blasig. Alexa Blue. Nicholas Bogle. Grace Boyle. Madison Brooks. Frank Bucci. Mason Buckaloo. John Bunce. Sarah Bunce.
Right there, Sarah. Nope, right there. Mom's fine.
Nicole Bondock. Now, honey, you're on this side. Nina Burden. Devonte Birdsong. Nicholas Cabinas. Michael Calario. Harrison Case. Joshua Cassidy, Kitsia Castillo Mendoza, Carlos Shanquin, Alina Chowdhury, Corey Chodes, keep going, up, 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 right, that one. Benjamin Chorba, you should be this one, the smaller pile. Mason Cliver, Jared Colin, Isabella Concepcion, that one that's all by itself, huh? Okay, we're on to the next row, which is the next stack, okay? Colton Cooper, Tara Cooper, Nicholas Corbo, Xavier Cruz, Ethan Sentieri, Emily D'Angelo, Aaron DiPiano, Jordan DeSantis, Richard Diaz. Keep going. Over. Right there. Yep.
Over here.
Paul DiGirolamo. Jason Dingle. John Doherty. Jacob Dotson. Victoria Edwards. Joshua Ebe. That pile. No, the one that has 3 in it, hon. Patrick Emmerich. Abijay Eshwar. Patrick Ivanko. Olabanji Fagwisa.
By itself.
Up here, over here, hon. See those two? One of those is yours. Jessica Fell. Holly Fisher. Victoria Fitch. Madison Fleming. Kyler Flynn. Joshua Foley. Madison Ford. Ryan Freck. Jacob Frick. Lourdes Fuentes. Darlene Grace Galong. Ryan Gamble. Lauren Garwood. Keep going. Reagan Gatam. David Geibel. Julia Gibbons. Magdalene Gigliotti. Mm-hmm. Oh. Ryan Giovacchini.
Over here.
First one. Ian Glukert. Big stack. Destiny Gonzalez. Abigail Goodenough. Riley Grip. Maya Angeline Gutierrez. Alexis Guzman. Holly Ha. Big stack. First big stack. Keep going. Bailey Hall. Lena Hall. Colton Hancock. Imani Harms. Elijah Harris. Renee Harris. Mackenzie Hartman.
Yeah, over there.
Right there. Yep. Emily Heinzelman. Megan Hemminghouse. Jason Henry. Haley Hetnick. Jocelyn Harrell. Ethan Hirstein. Justin Holt. Grace Hooker. Brett Hubbard. Rishi Hudka. Carlos Jaquinde. Samyukta Jagannathan. Nikhil Jaikumar. Maria Dominion. Next file. Look in there. Go that way. Over to the trees. Asia Johnson. Natalie Jones. Small pile. Erica Jordan. Sultan Kubaha. So. Anthony Kearney. Kaylin Kelly. Crystal Kim. Rosemary Kimball. Dinos Clanceris. Ryan Cocatilo. Stephen Kolsinski. Kayleen Kolash. Eric Kohler. Remy Quinton. Matt Lamb. Isaac Landis. Trinity Lane. No, over here, hon. First stack. Madison Lapidus. John Lawrence. John, all the way over. First stack. Harrison Layton. Saskia Lehman. Abrielle Lenhart. Tyler Leonard. Juliet Lewandowski. Aubrey Lewis. Michael Lewis. Mandy Lee. All the way to the end. Keep going. Last pile. Alexander Lippincott. Blair Lightus. Yeah, that way. Jasmine Livingston. Sierra Looney. Jamie Lovendusky, Alondra Lucas, Robert Lucas III, Alexandra Lucero, Okay, now we're ready for the next row. Guadalupe Luna, Pablo Luna Jr., Lucas Mackay, Mecca Malcolm, Odion Maldonado Colon, Matthew Malta, Giovanni Menino, Gianna Morano, Christopher Martino, Michael Maruka. Right here, honey. Jake Matei, Matthew Matei, Julia Mayernick. Yep. Chiamaka Mbachu. Aspen McCullough. Richard Mendoza. Riley Mendoza. Yep. Andrew Menicelli. Anika Menon. Madison Metrick. Thomas Maluski. Irving Minuto Torres. Maggie Moffett. Sydney Moore. First. Nicholas Montalbano. Thomas Moore. Anthony Morfin. Christina Marconi. Tori Morell. Connor Mulrine. Kyle Mooney. Victor Mushinsky. Maya Muthuramalingam. Andy Nava. Jared Navarrete. Tyler Neville. Madison Nixon. John Novak. Jordan Novak. Amy Nylander. Olivia Okerson. Jayla Orton. Aaron Osborne. Trevor Owens. Kristen Palomini. Giuseppe Parascondola. Jasmine Parham. Luca Parlato. Anuj Patel. Disha Patel. Jay Patel. Ria Patel. Akil Patil. Jacqueline Paul. Brianna Peters. Benjamin Pike. Olivia Puka. Grace Quackenboss. Rachel Quigley. She's over here. Oh, sorry, Rich. Gerard Radwell. Renee Ramirez. Gerard. First stack here. Gerard, look in the back of this first stack. In that stack. Look in the back. Keep going. Yep. Hadi Rana. Nicholas Ratty. Kenesha Raymond. Rachita Reddy. Dominic Reese. Chandler Reed. Lorenzo Repack. Lauren Riccardi. DeMonte Richardson. Quinn Ridgway. Anthony Rita. Gabriela Rodriguez. Karen Rollison. Aiden Rose. Erin Rose. Brandon Zuchek. Gregory Saliski, Jr. Riley Sanchez. Honey, you're over here. Amelia Sandor. Gemma Santisi. Isabel Schoen. Shreyas Sithala. Kasaki Sendi. Ryan Shearer. Taylor Schillings. Emily Simpkins. Ahmad Sinan. Madison Shees. Carly Smith. Tyler Smithson. Monroe Solis. Emily Song. Apiksha Sood. Sebastian Sosa. Noah Springer. Kyle Stanley. Amir Stevenson. Seth Stewart. Caitlin Stewart. Inabasi Sunday. Kelly Sweeney. Dina Tongan. Martin Tapia Lopez. Morgan Taylor. Jack Thorpe. Jacob Tiger. Eliana Todd. Nathan Todd. Caleb Tower. Jonathan Trotter. See who the two are. Ryan Troy. Madeline Tusigo. Sartak Upal. Lucas Baraba. Jaden Vaughn. J.L. Vega. Dominic Vigorito. Jail. Jordan Villadares. Adam Walton. Trevor Ward. Cameron Warder. Kelly Whedon. Caitlin White. Tobias Wildtrotter. Gavin Williams. Nicolette Kelly Wilson. Rebecca Wilson. Ava Wisnowski. Joseph Wolf. Brendan Wu. Ethan Wood. This side. Nicholas Wiley. Zachary Wynn. Sanjana Yadav. Jabri Youngblood. Zachary Zarzekny. Last row. Mark Zayas. Adriana Zafudi. Dominic Zielinski. Andrew Zimmerman. Dominic. Taylor Zola. Nihal Yilmaz.
We've all heard and seen the saying, "It's not the destination, but the journey," countless times, to the point where it has become a bit trite. But it is truly fitting for a moment such as this. We have made it to the end of our senior year, and it does not match the picture we imagined at all. Yet, if I look back on the past 4 years, it is the many milestones I achieved together with my classmates, teachers, and coaches that I'll remember as my time here at Northern. As a freshman, I thought my biggest obstacle was going to be learning how to open my locker. And to be honest, I was still working on that one when we left school. But I think we have all learned that when you are a Greyhound, there is always someone there to lend a hand or hold the door open when you are crossing buildings in the rain. We have each left a mark on this trek of our lives, some in the form of school records hanging in the West Gym, others as academic merits that reflect tireless efforts. But we have all imprinted a symbol of resilience and achievement that will forever be associated with the class of 2020. Author Brené Brown says, "Imperfections are not inadequacies. They are reminders that we are all in this together." We have climbed this mountain and made it to the top. It may be cloudy, hiding the view we were so excited to see. But sometimes the beauty does not lie at the top, but rather in what has been beside us all along. Together, we cheered at sudden fire drills on warm, sunny afternoons, and awed at the beauty of snowy school days, even when it was anything but business as usual. We monitored the crawling construction progress during lunch, and speculated if air-conditioned classrooms hovered on our horizons. We stood shoulder to shoulder when it mattered. Homecoming games, senior nights, blue and gray, school plays, playoff games, JROTC, and Relay for Life. It is this togetherness that allowed us to celebrate our spring athletes' final season and praise our peers as they commit to their future endeavors from the safety of our cars and homes. Each of us have a picture of what we want the next 4 years, 8 years, 20 years to look like, but we learned a very valuable lesson. Plans can be involuntarily skewed at any moment, so mark your milestones in the spontaneous happenstances, not the events planned on your calendar. The final image may be blurry or distorted, as we see now, but you will have a collection of smiles, laughs, and lessons to remember and cherish. Thank you, Greyhounds, for making the last 4 years a memorable journey I will never forget.
Good morning, I'm Lourdes Fuentes, and I'm absolutely honored to be here representing the graduating class of 2020. As Class Council President, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the teachers, parents, family, and friends here today. We, the class of 2020, would have not come this far without your continuous support and encouragement. Welcome to Northern Burlington's graduating class of 2020. Let's give ourselves a round of applause for making it this far. Today, I'm here before you all as a personification of conflictedness. I found myself experiencing a staggering wave of emotions, and I'm sure many of you can empathize with me on that. First, I am full of unrestrained joy and optimism. My peers and I have waited for this moment since freshman year. We put so much effort for the past 4 years to stand here and be where we are today. To speak truthfully, it wasn't easy, but the struggles have only made this moment sweeter. The students sitting here today have survived Mrs. Lasco's English class, physics with Hishak or Craig, bio with Paroli, NHS with Newman, and Madam Kim's French class, and I think all of us have to take at least some pride in that. Although graduating is extremely exciting, it's bittersweet as well. Frankly, I think it's okay to not know what the next year will hold for us, because the question, what do you want to be when you grow up, can possess infinite possibilities. As we look back on 4 amazing years, it's easy to see that Northern has shaped us into the people we are today. In one way or another, we've all had the ability to grow over our time here, and we have ourselves to thank for that, as well as our teachers, mentors, and family. To the Northern faculty, thank you for always wanting the best for the students here. Our theme for this graduation is "We are in this together," and for the past few months, although we weren't together, we've all found ways to stay connected through Zoom, FaceTime calls, emails, or texts. Adjusting to the new normal was difficult, but it gave us all an awareness about the slowed pace of life and a chance to catch her breath in the midst of chaos. Now, today we say goodbye to everything that was familiar or everything that was comfortable. But just because we're leaving doesn't mean that we have to let go of everything that made us into the people we are today. In fact, you are all cute genes. There are some people that will be with us no matter what, and some memories that we made that will last a lifetime. One of us could be a doctor, a CEO, a world-renowned scientist, or famous, just like me. So, in 10 years, don't be fooled by the rocks I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to ask your class president to come forward, Lourdes Fuentes, and please stand in between the two diploma tables. Graduates, please stand. Lourdes doesn't have a mic, so I'm going to do it, but she's going to do the motions for you. At this time, you will move your tassel from the right to your left over your heart. Congratulations, class of 2020. You did it. Thank you very much. At this time, our ceremony has concluded. We would ask to make sure that everyone has their masks on as they depart, and keep your social distancing, please, as you exit. Thank you so much for your flexibility, and I appreciate you all coming more than you know. I'm glad we were able to do this for the kids.